Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are continuing the Go Genius Guide series, and we have entered the single digit Q phase. Now today we're going to play against 8 Q players, and I'm going to show you how you can play against single digit Q, the mistakes they make, and by the end of this video, everyone watching, you guys will all learn something from this video. So when you are entering a single digit Q, everybody in single digit Q, they all know about fundamentals. They know about the corners, the side, they know how to finish a game. They know a bit about the middle game. They know some end game. So the only thing that separates single digit Q from low single digit Q to down level players is number 1, calculation, and number 2, a direction of play. So this is a pretty solid opening. This move is actually slightly a wrong direction. White should just simply retreat back this stone, because I can simply block here and this stone becomes weak. So white needs another move over here to save this weakness, and then it gives black center. It gives me center. Whereas if white simply retreated, I block, and then white jumped towards the center, white has a direction, and his stone is more towards the center. Okay, this is basic Josuke. This approach is kind of suicide, in a way. Because you should normally always approach on the larger side of the board. This side is empty and way bigger, so you should always approach on this side of the board. Now, you can see what I'm trying to do. I don't care about white going into this territory because this is very, very limited and very small. And after that, I can simply connect on top, descend, and white stones are pressed on the second line. So after that, I can play a tiger's mouse. I save this cutting point with a tempo in sente, and then I'll come back to this cutting point and connect over here. Now, this Atari, you gotta know, this stone is actually not very high in value. If I connect, white gets a Hane, so I'm gonna extend over here. If white captures, I can simply block on top and fully make my thickness toward the center of the board. White saves the weakness over here, and I seal white in. So this is all about direction and choosing your moves correctly. So here, white chose the second line nice move, or the slide, and as a result, white got pressed all the way on the second line and does not have much territory. Now, this part of the board is still open, and this part is still open, and both of these moves are okay to play. But I'm going to play on my side and develop my own side of the territory. This is a good squeeze. He's threatening to cut over here and threatening to enter out this way. I'm gonna simply retreat. This move now stops the cutting point, strengthens these 2 stones, and if white cut, I can simply push white into the edge of the board, and he's gonna die over there. I'll tell you guys a funny thing. Now, I've got good news for you. This group over here is still not alive. This group is actually dead. And after a few moves, maybe in the middle game, I'm going to show you how to exploit this weakness on this group over here. So white push up. These 2 stones are weak. If white gets a Hane and extend, white can build a pretty big moyo and like potential in this part of the board. So I'm going to extend, save my corner, and also reduce any white's potential on this area. White Hane, I'm going to follow with a double Hane. The reason is these 3 stones are very strong, and there is no way for white to like attack and exploit the weakness. So white retreats and simply extend. Now I have a cutting point. This stone can get captured in the ladder, so I have to come back and connect my weakness. White make a diagonal move and go out. Now, the biggest place on the board is still building my center territory. Because look at that. This is a gigantic thickness, a gigantic wall of stones, and it is important for you to convert the thickness into territory. If you have potential and you don't convert it, that potential is wasted. So that's why I'm converting this potential into my own territory. That's exactly what I'm doing. This is my wall. I'm trying to build a wall on this side and close this territory off. Yeah, this is a very good move, very good reduction move. He saw my plan. And I'm simply going to defend and stop white from jumping into my territory even more. After that, white retreats, and there's no point attacking these two stones, because by attacking these two stones, I actually don't gain anything. White pushes, jumps, threatening to cut this direction, and I'm simply going to connect all my stones together. So a more efficient connection will be a bamboo joint. Okay, this is a complete wrong direction. White should definitely play on this side of the board and build this part of the territory. So now after these few moves, I get to go down and split white's territory in half. This peep aims at threatening this cut. White has to connect, and then I can crawl back to my strong stone. He turns, good move, securing his own territory. He's securing his own corner, and I have to go back because these three stones are still weak. Now this move is a very nice and a well played move. Threatens to cut both ways and exploiting the one space jump's weakness. He pushes, and because I have these three stones on the side of the board, I'm not afraid to be cut off, because I can simply hane and build a base on this side of the territory and settle down here. Now after that, keep on following with a hane and push one more. Hane on the outside, fully close off the doors, and then play tiger's mouth. And this group has comfortably settled in white's territory. White turns, this is still a weakness, and I'm going to save the weakness. So right now, black is completely winning this game. This entire group up here has no weakness, and it is all black's territory. Black still have a bit of territory here, and black settled over here with about 15 points of territory as well. And white has only a corner here, some territory here, and some territory over here. Now, this position is resignable for white. And after a few more moves, I'm gonna launch the final blow. Actually, I'm gonna descend over here because I want to launch the final blow. And the final blow, ladies and gentlemen, is to capture this group. That's why Tsumego and life and death is extremely important. I'm sure if you guys anyone had a Go teacher, they will tell you to do life and death. And the reason is situations like this. You instantly see the pattern, you know the pattern recognition, and you know which group is going to die. Just like this. Now, white tries to expand his eye space, but too bad it has no use because this group, this shape over here is a bend 5 and it is about to die. White's going to capture, white's going to go here, white's probably going to Atari and peep over here, and then white's going to resign the game. Just like I said. Is he going to bump over here, or is he going to resign the game?
Two
okay.
Yoyomis left.
My guy has such a good sportsmanship. He's not resigning the game, but letting his own time run out.
Last Yoyomi.
So this whole game, white played a little bit fast. White should have built territory a bit more efficiently.
9. 8.
This direction
7,
over here, sliding on the second
6,
line, sliding
5,
on the second line here,
4,
is the wrong
3,
direction.
2,
Remember, so in the opening phase, you always have to play a third and fourth line. Playing on the second line is just giving your opponent a huge advantage. Okay, we got the first W in less than 10 minutes, and we're gonna keep going. Alrighty, let's keep going. Now we get the white pieces. This game, I'm going to start with a different opening. I'm going to start with some 3-4 komokus. I'm going to face the komoku. Oh, instead of the 3-star formation, black plays down here. He wants to build this side of the territory. It's okay. You see why I'm approaching this side? This part of the board is still open. It's nobody's land. And if I approach in here, black is going to kick, and I have no way to make a base. So that's why I approach on the wider side. So just follow this principle. When you are playing the opening, always play the part which has a larger side, a larger place that has been unoccupied. The reason I jumped into 3-3 because 3-3 was unoccupied. Black didn't defend the 3-3, and I'm going to play this basic josuke and do a 1 space jump. And after this josuke, this side is completely destroyed. Black has made some territory on this side of the board, and I'm going to go ahead and approach this stone. Black kicks, really good, and I'm going to do a 3 space extension. Nice move. I'm going to play simple josukes. Simple josuke and take my territory, play simple and safe go. So after this approach, I'm going to kick. Oh my god. What are you doing? This move is just complete garbage. This move is complete garbage.
9.
When I kick your stone, you have to extend, my friend. Oh my god. Do you only want to crawl on the third line, my friend? Do you want to only crawl on the third line and make territory 2 points at a time? And give me the fat, giant, thick center? Okay, finally he harness. Okay, pretty good. Now, look at that exchange. These 5 stones, by pressing black on the third line, I have just built a fat and giant moyo. Now,
8,
I'm going to convert
7,
this sickness and
6,
potential into
5.
territory. So I'm going to seal off the doors and just build up this moyo. Okay, black built his own territory, but this is a way too small move. Black should at least try his best to enter my moyo now. This is too big. This is too huge of a territory. It's huge. You should at least jump in. Good man, good man. Now, when your opponent invades in your territory and you're trying to kill him,
9,
you need to know
8,
2 things.
7.
First of all,
6,
steal the
5,
base. If you
4,
give your opponent
3,
a base, they
2,
can settle and live in your
1.
territory. Number 2, drive their stones into
2
your sick wall.
Yoyomis left.
So this is my wall. This is my sickness. This is weak. This is empty. This part is empty. So I'm going to reinforce the weak side and drive my opponent into it by sickness and my strong stones. He creates a weakness. He aims at my weakness. Very well played. Good move. Probably he aims here
Yoyomi
one
now
more time.
starts.
Okay, going down, trying to make a base. Very principled go. I'm going to play a move that takes away his base immediately, which is his peep. This move, I can go back this direction and I can go this direction. So he jumps towards the center, and I'm going to continue pressuring black stones and drive him into my thick wall. So now you see why this move is really working very well. Black blocks over here, but because this stone is right here, I can go back, retreat, and connect my stones to this solid stone over here. This move is a large nice move from this stone, so it is all basic shapes. Nice move, large nice move, 1 space jumps, diagonal moves, harness, extension. These are all the weapons you need in Go, and the weapons you have to carry with you while you are fighting. So black
9,
extends, I can
8.
harness, because these cutting points are not weak. These stones are strong. These 2 stones are also quite strong. So I can use a harness. Black exploits white's weakness. Now I simply connect. Black connects, and I'm gonna seal these groups in and don't let black go out. He goes over here. Now, do you guys see the importance of life and death? Black stones ended up in a 3-point life and death. So no matter what black plays, these stones are going to
9,
get captured.
8, 7.
It's very simple,
6,
guys.
5, 4.
He peeps. What is he threatening? Good. He's threatening to cut this stone. I'm going to connect. What is he threatening? He's threatening to go back and connect these stones to these groups over here. What do? You push and create the weakness, and then you harness. You don't extend here. If you extend here, black can block and make an eye in the corner. You do a harness. First line harness, and there is no way for black to escape.
9.
You see, every single move in Go is very, very logical. Black tries to invade. First, steal the base. Black tries to make a base, reduce the base. Black tries to run away, and you have a thickness. Drive their stones into your thickness using basic shapes. Large nice move, one space jump, knobby extension, or a hane. Very simple, guys. Very simple and logical moves. Black descends, trying to enter my corner. I block. So in this position, now that I've captured this entire dragon, and my territory in this part is fully secured, there is no need for me to play aggressive. I can just play simple Go, defend all my territory and my groups, and go into endgame. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now, going into the endgame. Playing the first 9 hanes, and taking sente, and now I'm going to continue building this part of the territory. So I don't need to like attach, invade, go into 3-3 and create complicated moves, although I can, but when you are winning, it is more important that you secure the win and cleanly convert the position into a win. If you go into some 3-3 invasions, attaches, whatever, yes, if you can live, you'll win the game even faster. But if you die, you give your opponent a chance to catch up. Okay, so now we keep on building territory. This is gigantic. This part is almost like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 10. 9 times 10, 90. This is almost 100 points in the center over here. Now I'm going to keep playing the endgame. First line honey and connect, and descent, trying to jump into the corner. See, every single move in Go, once you got someone to break the moves down for you, every move is so simple and logical. Go is a complicated game. I fully agree. But then, when somebody can break the moves down for you, like me in this video, then you'll see that every single move has logic behind them. It's very logical. What does this move do? Jump into black's territory and reduce black's territory. What does this move do? Keep pushing and keep reducing black's territory. What does this move do? Trying to enter black's territory and build my territory at the same time. This move builds my own territory. All basic shapes. Look at that. Small nice move, small nice move. Super, super simple. Extend. This stone is weak. Strengthen it with an extension. Basics. Atari, connect. You play a tiger's mouth. And I'm going to do a diagonal move here and close off every single door. Push, block. Atari, connect, and there is nothing black can do over here. Cut, go down. Atari, drive the stone on the first line and send him into the hospital. I gotta say, this 8Q actually played a very foundation and good Go.
3, 2.
So obviously, this might be a pretty tough loss for him, but he gotta know he's playing the Go Genius himself, and most of the moves he played are all very logical, except for this part over here. This part, when I kicked, he dealt one space jump. This is a huge mistake and a huge
9,
positional mistake,
8,
and that was
7,
the start of giving white the advantage.
9.
Right now, it's probably
8,
about time for black
7,
to resign the game.
6.
Okay, black goes here, pretty good move. Saves his own territory. This move saves about like 3 to 4 points of territory. Push, trying to reduce. Diagonal move, trying to enter. See, there are no white has 0 weaknesses. Hane, trying to enter. There's no weakness here. If black Atari, I simply go back. Black Atari, I connect. There's no weakness. I go into the corner and try to take more territory. Now I squeeze this one stone and connect. So now these are all white's territory. And I've stole black's corner. Okay, black goes here, straight into Atari. So you just need to read 2 to 3 moves ahead. 3 moves ahead, you will do a pretty good job. Black's going to Atari and connect and destroy some white territory. So I'm going to block over here and connect. Black goes here, trying to enter. I connect. I block. Black goes here. I go here. Block. Cut. This you got to be careful. You don't Atari randomly. If you Atari randomly or play somewhere else, black has a double Atari. So this is a double Atari over here. So you've got to save the weakness first. This stone, okay, black extends here, but what can black do? Nothing. I just play tiger's mouth, connect all my stones together, and these two stones are just dead. These two stones are just my desserts. Black blocks, push. Push, one more. Push. And this is the end of the game. So from the end game, he played mostly pretty well. His direction was mostly correct, except for over here, and except that he should have maybe reduced my territory a bit more way earlier into the game, from the game. These moves are just some like suicidal moves. This group, if you handled it pretty well, he probably definitely had a chance to make it alive, or at least reduce some territory. But it's nothing to blame. This is very complicated and pretty difficult to handle this kind of group. Because I have a very thick wall. If my wall over here was way thinner, then obviously black has a chance to run away. But because he's facing against a very thick wall, I can attack very brutally. Aha, he played the final trick move, which obviously any double-digit Q should see what to do. 3-point life and death, play in the middle. Cut, okay, that's really nothing, mate. Mate, can you not find the resign button? The resign button is just below the board. Press resign. The computer will ask you, are you sure you want to resign? Then you press OK, and that's how you finish the game. Or if you play over the board, you just put three or four stones on the boards to say you've resigned. Or if you're literate, you just say to your opponent, I resign. I like how black is, he's trying to cheese some moves. He's trying to cheese, but it doesn't work. So let me see the score estimator. Yeah, 74.5 points. Yeah, up to here was all normal. This move is probably okay. This is a gigantic mistake. Oh my god, this is a giant mistake. Obviously, you have to extend. Extend, I jump, and then you extend 3 spaces. Look at that. You jump 1 space like a little peasant. And then I get to hit Hane. And you have to go down the second line and create only 4 points like a literal peasant. I get to cover you on top, and I get the grand and the golden prize, which is the center territory. Finally, he Hanes. But after this Hane, I've already got 5 stones in the center. And after one more move, this entire territory is mine. So in here, if you, let's say you made a mistake, you played this move and then white got this move, you just keep extending, keep building your base. Like don't need to get attached to this one black stone. Keep jumping 2 space jump and extend your base. Extend your base and jump towards the center. This is how you should handle this kind of direction. Because if white captures 1 stone, you can simply Atari or extend. You've got your base, and you've also reduced white's influence towards the center. This game, I'm going to play some 3-3s. I'm going to play some different openings for each game. I'm going to change up the openings. Okay, black encloses the corner, and I'm going to approach. So now approaching this side, approaching this side, is all very equal. The space, the empty space, is similar in value, in size. So I'm going to choose to approach this side and play a bit more dynamic game. Okay, I'm going to play the most foundation Josuke. Is he going to go here? Oh my god. He actually knows some AI moves. Wow. That's why AI chose and invented the attachment. Because of this kind of move. Alright. I'm just going to play the classical and the traditional Josuke. Let's see if he knows. Okay, good, he knows it. And after the traditional Josuke, it's actually a slightly good result for black. This cut is suicide. And let me show you why. It looks like I have 2 weaknesses. 1 stone and the 2 stones here. And whenever you have 2 weaknesses, you always remember this. Save 1 weakness first. The weakest place first. Obviously this stone. Decent. This decent, I threaten to Hane these 2 stones and capture these 2 stones. Black saves his own weakness, and then I exploit this black weakness. Atari. Push. And now after these 2 moves, and these 3 pushes, my stones have gone out into the center. He made another mistake. 3 stones, you have to extend. These 3 stones are already strong. My 2 stones are immobilized. You should have to extend.
7.
Now I get the head of 3 stones. My stones have a direction, and it has a direction into the center. And then I'm going to attack these black stones in this corner. Here is a time where you should sacrifice one stone and simply do a 2 space extension. Okay? If I capture these 2 stones, you gotta see there's actually no issues at all if I capture this 1 stone or 2 stones. I'm already strong in the corner. This is already my territory. If I capture 1 stone, it's only 2 points. If I capture 2 stones, it's only 4 points. So instead of saving 2 or 4 points, he should definitely extend 2 spaces into the side of the board. So I'm gonna give him a chance to extend. What is this? Bro. This is the most disgusting move I've seen all week.
9.
I gave you a chance to build territory and you give me an empty triangle. Oh my god. Oh, I want to vomit. Oh, that's so disgusting. If a 20Q played that move, I would be accepted. I'm like, okay, you don't know about shapes, you just learn Go. This is completely fine. But you're bloody 8Q, my friend. You're 8Q. How do you still play an empty triangle? Oh my god. It hurts my soul. Anyways. Bro, Blood really needs to watch this video after this game and really see how disgusting this move looks. You see, he lived anyways, right? If he does a 2 space extension, he would have lived more comfortably. And this stone, whether or not this stone is here, it does not make a difference to this group over here. Okay, he cuts trying to attack this corner here. But you see, just a 2-2 point, this whole corner is alive. Now, this point I did not need to play this move. But I'm just showing you that with this one move, you have basically made like 4 eyes. So he approaches the 3-3. Whenever you play 3-3, they approach you. You can mirror the approach. So he does a 1 space approach, you jump 1 space. Very simple. White gets a direction this side, black develops this side. Okay, I'm going to continue developing. Last night's move. He turns over here, trying to capture these 3 stones. But then you got to understand the direction and the point move value. Capture these 3 stones, 6 points plus this point, he only made 7 points. But a move like this, securing this giant territory, is over 10 points in value. He peeps over here, trying to make this cut. But then, whenever he peeps, you don't need to worry. When you're strong,
9,
and he
8,
peeps this cutting point,
7,
you don't need to worry. You can just
6.
simply jump toward the center. This part is still no man's land. This is nobody's territory, right? Whenever there's no man's land, the first person to go into the empty space and convert that territory into their own territory will be the winner. So look at that. It's all basically shapes. 1 space jump, pressuring this group. Extend, connecting my stones to this stone, my strings. He tried to go into my territory. I use a nice move and block him off. He's going to push either way. Or he's going to jump. See, I told you. I'm going to extend. He's going to push 1 more. I told you. I'm going to block. And then he's going to push. I'm such a genius. I am such a genius. I can read his mind. He pushed trying to enter my territory, block,
9,
and he's going to do a jump. Oh my god. Oh, stop playing empty triangles, bro. Do you really have beef with good shapes? Like, can you not play a 1 space jump and make a shape beautiful? Oh my god, this move I could have killed him, but I gave him some... I'm too nice. I gave him some mercy. Oh my god, bro, do you literally have beef with like good shape? Look at that. This group looks like a criminal locked up in a jail cell. And the milestones on the outside are the prison cell, sealing this black group
9,
in.
8,
Right? Or this group, you can say, it looks like a Botox,
8,
ugly
7,
group.
6,
Whereas
5,
milestones on the outside, look at the
4,
curves.
3,
Look at that. Look at
2,
how it surrounds this black group. Look at how it surrounds. Looks like a supermodel.
2
Yeah?
Yoyomi's left.
And then I can use this thickness over here. to build even more territory on this part of the board. See, basic shape. Nice move, threaten to enter. Push up and build my territory here. Black's gonna hane. Told you. I'm gonna follow with a hane. He's gonna extend. I push up. He's gonna extend one more. Oh, he's gonna hane over here. And then he's gonna extend. Oh, hane. And then he's gonna extend. Oh! Blood finally knew how to play good shapes. So yeah, from playing 2 empty triangles in one single game to playing a double hane. This is what happens when you play a strong player. You mirror their playing style. And that's exactly what he did. Double hane, perfect timing in that position. Okay, diagonal move, he's trying to seal this territory, but this is actually the wrong direction. He should have went this move over here and sealed this territory first. But it's okay, that's just a small inaccuracy. Atari. This move is actually very small. Okay, attach, trying to enter, reduce Black's territory. This is the endgame. And endgame, the principle is very simple. Expand your territory as much as you can and squeeze out every single last point. Whether it's reducing your opponent's territory or making your own territory. Now you place over here. This squeeze is sente because I'm threatening to cut. And then I'm going to do a small knight move. The reason I don't do a big knight move is because I want sente. Well, actually, this big knight move is sente anyways. Okay, I should use a big knight move. And now I'm going to use a diagonal move. This move is also sente. Ah, this comes to emotional move. Emotional playing go. He tried to Atari, make me into a bad shape.
9, 8.
But if he captures the stone, so what? It's only 2 points. But blocking here is worth way more. It's worth like 4 to 5 points. Oh my god, this is so disgusting, this move. What is this? You're making yourself even fatter. You already have Botox on your face, and you're making your face look even fatter. With like 50 extra layers of skin, of fake skin. Oh, this is disgusting. This shape is just disgusting. Also, it doesn't do anything. He's trying to cut, then I simply ladder him and send him into the hospital on the edge of the board. Place here, okay, this move over here. Guess how many points this move is worth? If you said 2 points, no. If you said 3 points, no. If you said 4 points, you're also wrong. This move is worth 5 points. Now, this is typical what happens when your opponent is losing. They try to go into your territory and create some stuff. But when you are fighting your opponent, always same principle. Steal their base, strengthen your weak stones, and drive their weak stones into your strong stones. He cuts over here, threatening to a double Atari. I simply
9.
connect. Or I can Atari over here. Both of them are okay. Attach. I don't want to fight because he already doesn't have any base. So I'm simply going to hane. He's going to retreat. Or cut. Or I don't know what he's trying to do. And he attaches. This move is very unexpected. He's trying to cut me over here. He thinks I'm going to play somewhere else and he can cut this one stone. Obviously, I'm going to connect. He push up and I'm going to seal these 2 stones inside and not give black any space to make a base. Because if you let your opponent make a base, there's a very good chance they're going to end up making 2 eyes. Threatens the cutting point, I connect. Threatens some weaknesses here, I'm just going to go here. He's not going to wedge, or he's going to wedge. Atari. And capture this black stone. There's no weakness for white whatsoever. 2 liberties, 1 liberty. No weakness, I squeeze out the final eye. Atari. Capture. Very logical. He goes back, I Atari. Don't let him stones connect together. Atari again. This is a cutting point. Connect it. Very simple and logical go. Now, there's really nothing black can do in this position. Black plays this move, and this is the largest final endgame move. This move makes me at least 2 points. Actually, it's going to make me 3 points. I'm going to Atari and go here, 3 points. This capture is only 1 point. But since he made a point over here, now this turn becomes 2 points. So I'm going to connect. The biggest endgame move now is black and Atari and wedge over here because I cannot cut. Okay, black captures 1 stone, which is useless. I'm going to connect. This move is actually, at 2 points in value. This move is also 2 points in value.
9.
This move is 1
8,
point. And this
7,
game
6,
is
5,
over.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, very good. The first mistake came over here for not knowing the josuke. But even though if you don't know the josuke, you still have to follow the fundamental and basic Go principles. If you have 3 stones, your opponent can hane and hit the head of your 3 stones. You cannot let them hit the head of 3 stones. You have to extend no matter what. So some situation might come up like this. He extends, I'm going to push up, he extends 1 more time. You see, I cannot capture these 2 stones. If I go down, black can take the 3-3 and build a base that way. And try to build a base and live in this inside. So that's really like, I cannot kill black. Also, if black wanted to play, he should at least do 2 space extension. Build the base and settle on the side of the board. I get the hane. Something like this can happen. This is way better than the actual game where I completely sealed off the entire side of the board. And black barely made any territory. This move is okay to capture 2 stones, but he should definitely extend. I hane, he captures, Atari, he captures, and then I attach over here to take away this entire base of blacks and at the same time convert that territory into my territory. Over here, I gave black some mercy. I go here. This move is just complete double digit Q, 25 Q level go. You're 8 Q, my friend. I know he's thinking, I'm going to attach card over here and then capture these 2 stones. But even though I captured 2 stones, so what? It's only 4 points in value. You extend 1 more time. Look at that. You've got like almost 10 points on the side. And you've reduced white's ability to make territory. This is way better than the actual game. Your black stones here has direction. It has a direction to jump toward the center. And it has some solid territory. And it has settled on the side of the board. So here I gave black some mercy by extending. I didn't go down straight away to attack black, which will end up in a really disaster. But obviously I need some moves for content and show you guys how an AQ thinks and how an AQ plays. Now this Atari is also wrong. He should still jump 2 spaces and build the territory over here. And when I connect it, this move is just trash. What the f is this move? This move, oh my god. If you're a single digit Q and you play this move, you really gotta look yourself in the mirror and give yourself a good hard talk. And here, okay, yes, black lived. I could have killed black actually over here by descending and then stealing away black space. But obviously I need some moves for content. And then I hane and block and save my cutting point. This move is useless. He's already alive. Look at that. 1 eye here, 1 eye here. This is basic life and death. And then black should just play somewhere else on the board. But other than that, most of his moves elsewhere, like this kind of approach, his direction of play is pretty solid. Now, okay, let's keep going and enter the next game.
Start to
now
play.
we get the black pieces finally. And I'm gonna play my childhood favorite, 3-star formation. I always play the 3-star formation as a child, and this game I'm going to show you and teach you how to build a moyo. Oh, he's doing the exact same with a komoku. Basically the same thing. Now, I'm going to get the 4th side of the board, the 4-star point, and depending what he does, I'm going to get the tengen and build a gigantic influence. Okay, he approaches. So I'm not going to criticize this approach. This approach is better than this approach, in my opinion. Or he will jump into 3-3. So this approach is actually fine because there's actually nowhere else to approach like this kind of influence. Wow. Double approach. That's brave. That's actually very brave. I'm gonna kick again. First of all, secure my corner, and then threaten and try to attack one of the stones. He should just give up these stones. He's so emotional. Okay. When you're single digit Q, you don't need to save every single stone. That's like emotional attachment to your stone. Because by doing so, look at that. I don't need to even kill white, and I've built a very thick influence towards the center. Now I can go ahead and attack these two white stones. And when you're attacking, just remember you can always use basic shape. Large knight's move stops white's direction. Oh, this attachment is quite strong. This attachment is quite a good move. This is quite a tesuji. It basically refutes and stops me from sealing him in, and he has a direction to jump out, run away. Extend, trying to cut. I'm gonna connect, and now he can actually run away. He should maybe, oh, very good. Amazing, one space jump, very good. Trying to secure a base over here and trying to settle. Good. Hane, good. Atari, he should Atari, descend and do a one space jump and fully settle down here. Very good. Atari also works, but wow. Wow, is he gonna do one space jump?
Yoyomi now starts.
Or he's gonna Hane first and do a one space jump. Wow. Oh my god, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my god. This is probably the best 8Q I've played so far. Okay, here I can kill white like this, but then white is going to Hane and get all the sickness here. So I'm going to capture this one white stone. Is he going to descend? Hane. Good, wow. Atari, oh my god. And then connect, descend, wow. He's fully lived in my base. Round of applause for this 8Q. Amazing job. Now, I have to catch up. And I have to put my work in and catch up. Wow. Nice move, securing the space. Okay, I jump away. This is the principle. Whenever he descend or do one space jump, I'll jump away. Wow. Head of 3 stones. He has a direction. But here, let me tell you the secret of why I didn't extend over here. Because this space is already limited. If white Hane is here, I'm gonna ignore.
3,
and
2,
I'm going to
1.
utilize this giant sickness I built. This wall, my stone over here, and I'm gonna turn all of that into my territory. Boom! Tengen. Left, up, right, down. This is what I am trying to control. This, typical AQ mistake.
9.
This is an overplay. He attaches onto my thickness. And you know what happens when you bump your head into thick things? You get bullied. You get attacked. And that's exactly what's gonna happen to this AQ. This move threatens to enter my territory here. I'm simply gonna block it off. How will you escape my thickness? I got news for you. You can't. I'm blocking your escape path. I'm cutting off your air. You have nowhere to escape. You want my 3 stones? Okay, go for it. Cut this off. I've captured your stones here. You want to push? I'm gonna block. So here is where he should sacrifice these stones. These stones are already dead. You can see there's no escape path. He diagonal move, I block. He push, I block. He push, I block. All you need to do at 8Q single digit Q is to calculate 4 to 5 moves ahead, which
9.
At single digit Q, this is a prerequisite and everybody can do. Now, he cuts, but the difference now is these 3 stones, liberties has been shortened. Whereas before, if he didn't exchange this, he would have 1 more liberty and he's gonna feel a lot more free. He's gonna feel a lot more freedom. Now, he captured these 3 stones and I'm gonna continue developing my territory.
8.
Jump. Build the giant moyo. Push, jump. I don't need a block. I don't care about 2 to 3 points over here because in a moyo game, you are caring and your main focus is in the center of the board. He peeps, trying to threaten this, I simply connect. The focus is building this giant fat stomach. That's why you need thickness, right? That's why you need thickness left and right. So you can convert the thickness into juicy territory. Good. Another, wow. This AQ actually played very good directional play. Wow. He jumps over here, threatening to enter my territory and reduce my thick, big center. He pushes, I'm going to block. Actually, this move is no use, but I'm blocking for the sake of single digit Q. He push, I block again. He push, wow. If I block, he's going to cut. That's what he's going to do. So I'm going to do a one space jump. Sacrifice this one stone. This is a Sabaki technique. Sabaki means play lightly and making your stones very, very flexible. When you're invading, you should try to use a Sabaki technique. Playing flexibly so your stones are so flexible, they're soft, my stones are oiled up and they're hard to catch. See that? He push, whatever he does, I sacrifice one stone and I keep going. I keep entering white's territory. White's gonna jump, right? That's the most logical move. Ah, he saved the 4 stones. Also makes sense. And here, I'm actually not going to jump into white's territory here, but instead I'm going to play here and stop this 3-3 invasion. Because when white gets 3-3 invasion, the chances are it's probably 30 points in value, because he's going to steal my territory and convert it into his own territory, and I'm going to lose a lot of territory in the corner.
8,
now here is
7,
how you should handle this kind
6,
of invasion.
5.
This is my strength. This is empty. You take the empty space and push your opponent's stones into your strengths. Now, white attaches this one stone. Very good technique. I bump, steal away the space. Hane, connect all my stones together. Now, white has no base. And white is forced to go towards the center, which he's going to end up having no room. The reason I play all this sequence is because I calculated that this stone is going to be weak, this part is connected, and I can connect over here, so there is no trouble. So all it takes is 3 to 4 move calculation to play these kind of moves. He attaches, good. I'm not going to let this stone connect to here, because it's like in prison. If this stone is in prison, these groups are in prison. If 2 gangs in a prison connect together, this whole prison is going to get exploded. So if I let his 2 groups connect together, there's going to be a giant chaos. So
9,
I cannot let that happen.
8.
Now he cuts,
7,
trying to create
6.
weakness and try to create complication. Very good. I strengthen my weakness. Atari, I have to connect. And now this group is completely separated from this group. He harnesses over here, try to escape this one stone. This AQ is playing so brilliantly. He is extracting every single value he possibly can from his dead stones. But the only issue is his technique and timing is a bit off, which makes him a single digit Q. So if you can play like this AQ, all you gotta do is work on your timing of the moves, and knowing when to play a move that is faster and more urgent than other moves. That's how you get to 1 dan. That's how you get to dan level player. Like 8Q to 1 dan. Like this 8Q, I'm talking specifically this 8Q to 1 dan, is actually not a big difference.
8.
Okay, he goes here, I simply push. He extend, I push one more. He extend and I low-key ladder these groups and drive it into the edge of the board where he ends up in the hospital. He goes down and then I'm going to save this Atari, and now I have only 2 liberties. Black stone has no weakness, this is 3 liberties. This has 5
9,
liberties. All my stones are very strong.
7.
This stone is
6,
weak, this stone is weak,
5,
so there's no
4,
issues. And
3,
there
2,
is nothing
1.
that my opponent can do. Okay, he's trying to keep on creating weakness, but I'm simply gonna ladder this into my stone here and he's gonna die. Although he died, yes he did die, but he died with honor. He died. You gotta know this. Him losing this game versus my other 2 games or 3 games before is complete different story. He died with honor and he lost with honor because he made me struggle. He played this part perfectly. He handled this part half decent, but played this head of 3 stones, which is very good.
9.
And he almost made me struggle. He's a single digit Q, he's an 8Q, almost making me struggle. Well done. This move is a bit too slow. He should
9.
play it here and take the territory first. So he played here now, but already he's made my stone strong. He's made my stone strong, and that's when the timing is a little bit off, and that's why he lost a few points in this scenario. This jump is also another Sabaki technique, making my stones light and flexible. Hane. Hane. You see, this game, automatically my brain is playing into tapping into a higher level play and a higher level go. It's because this 8Q has really, really made me proud. Hane over here. So this is like endgame technique. He Ataris, this is a mistake. His plan was if I connect, he Ataris here and play this with a double snapback. But I know his plan. He should obviously block here first. He should block the weaker side, save his weakness, and then go into the trick. So this turn I can simply give up. He captured, so what? I can let him capture this stone as well. It doesn't really matter. But then the problem is his corner is completely destroyed. Capture, okay? I keep building and destroying this corner. Keep capture, good. I keep going into your corner. Atari. Now this part of the territory is going to get destroyed. And then I'm going to play this Hane, the last endgame, big endgame move. If he plays here, he's a sneaky little bastard. Okay, good, he didn't. He's a very sneaky guy. If I cut, he's going to connect and threaten to cut these 5 stones off. Okay, in the end, we won by 36 3/4 stones, that's 73.5 points. Overall, this game, he handled this part pretty decently. Maybe I didn't attack him brutally enough. That's on my end. For example, like over here, I didn't need to block over here. I can just simply do a nice move. I can simply do a nice move over here, and these 2 stones are actually gonna die. But anyways, this block is very logical and a normal move, like for single-digit Q players. He saved the stones very, very well. Here I didn't do an extension because White's group is already alive. If I do an extension, White doesn't need to answer. White can just play somewhere else. And if White Hanes, I can Tenuki. I don't need to follow White's direction of play. Because this part of the territory is very limited. I attack White. White played this move perfectly. This move, wonderful. Really, really wonderful. Beautifully played. This is the kind of moves that I play. This is the kind of moves you see from a high 10 level player. Wonderfully played. I had to block because it's threatening to jump out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Completely beautiful sequence. But here White can also consider to Atari here. The reason is, the idea is that if Black Ataris and capture like here and go down, capture these 4 stones, White has Sente and White has destroyed this part of Black's territory. And then White can just keep approaching this Black's corner and develop from this side of the board. But anyway, I don't expect like a single digit Q. I don't even expect a 1 Dan to find this move. So this is very normal. I block, threatening to cut over here. This is normal. Over here, I could have killed a White by playing a move like this. After this exchange, the thing is, the reason I didn't choose this is because White can Hane. Right? White can Hane, I had to go out. These 3 stones are very weak. If I Atari, White can just extend, and I cannot Atari this way simply because my stones are going to die. I have to Atari from the bottom, and then White can extend and keep extending. And then basically destroy my entire thickness over here and convert it into White's potential. So that's why in the actual game, I didn't kill the white stones. And instead, I made sure I have the entire potential. And this is my sickness to build territory later on. This is good. This is good. And here, descend, I recommend to just connect or tiger's mouth. The point is this Hane becomes your sente later on. So this is some endgame techniques for you guys. After that, this is all pretty normal. And here is a tiny bit slow. This is okay. I get the center, but here is the other mistake. Here, white should have just simply jumped into my 3-3 and make some life here first. So for example, making life here in sente, and then like develop his own side of the territory. Because here, I don't have any side. Black has no side territory. Black has only this center territory. But white has this gigantic side. White has this bit of the side. White has this, and white has Komi. So playing like this is completely normal and completely fine position for white. This AQ played brilliantly. Wonderful game. There are moments he's shown 10 level precision play. If he watched my videos and he improved on his direction of play, and more importantly, his timing of moves, he'll be able to jump into like really low digit kyus or even give 10 players a hard time. Alright, let's keep going. We're gonna play one more game. Okay, this time we have the white pieces, and I'm going to choose a 2-star formation. Wow, I mean, this is a very AI inspired move. 2 space jump enclosing this corner. Pretty active, very dynamic. I'm going to approach this black corner. Ooh, solid. Very solid. 2 space extension. Okay, Hane. Extend, push. The reason I exchanged these moves is to save and secure this part of the territory and these stones, and at the same time build potential towards the center. Now, I can tenuki over here, or I can push up one more. Pushing up one more gives me even a larger potential and a larger framework. Black extend, now I can tenuki. I'm going to split. I don't like having giving black a giant territory over here, so I'm going to split in the middle. This split, I am threatening to either 2 space jump over here, and if black blocks this side on the left side, I'm going to 2 space jump on the right side. Attach, this is okay. It's attaching from strength, it's attacking from strength, so this is okay. I'm going to Hane. He's going to probably retreat. And I'm going to push one more, he's going to Hane. He should block, he definitely should block. Okay, good. And this stone, see, this is a weak stone. If black Hanes over here, black has the center potential. So that's why extending this move is very important. It gives your stone a direction to jump toward the center, and it reduces black's potential and influence. Okay, black jumps over here, very good. I'm going to play a nice move and enclose my corner. So this part is still the largest area, so I'm going to play towards this direction. He splits. Well done, very good move. I'm going to secure my corner. The corner is bigger than a 2 space extension. So I'm going to enclose this corner, give black the 2 space extension, and I'm going to enclose my corner one more time. And basically this part is all my territory. So at a high level, at a down level, once you have 2 nice enclosures on the start point, there is no way for black to live with a 3-3 invasion. And because we're playing single digit kyus, I'm not going to bully him.
9.
And I'm going to give him a chance to make a ko. So to make a ko, he has to Hane this way and make a tiger's mouth. That's how you make a ko. He still has an opportunity to do that. Ah. He committed suicide. Oh my god. A block. Atari. Descent. Threatening to destroy this eye. Capture. Everyone watching, that's why life and death is incredibly important. You have to do life and death. Okay, he approaches the corner. I'm going to kick. He's threatening to enter this corner. Kick, defends the corner, and weaken the stone. And I'm going to play a Hane and connect. Later on, I have future plans for attaching the stone and destroying this part of the territory. Now, this move actually low-key pressures these stones, so I'm going to expand my base and make it even stronger. Now I'm going to do a 1 space jump and have a direction to jump towards the center. Oh, he does another invasion. So here, let me ask you, which side is the strongest? This side. This has a wall. This part is the strongest. So I'm going to push this stone towards my strength. Push it and drive it into my wall. And that's how you attack an invasion. Okay, retreat, hane, he attach, extend. This stone is very strong. It has a one space jump and a wall supporting this one stone. So I don't need to go down or like save this one stone anymore. I can simply nice move and seal all these 5 stones inside. Now these 5 stones basically have no base and no direction. This stone and this stone acts as the anchor and the supporter to take away black space. Now, this move threatens to make a base and settle in my territory. If I don't answer, black is going to hane this weak stone, and then black is going to build a base.
8,
So I'm going to descend over here and take away this black space. These cuts doesn't really matter because these are all 2 stones. Black cuts here, I Atari and capture the stone. Black
9,
cuts here, I Atari,
8,
connect this stone,
7,
and there are no
6.
weaknesses on the outside. And here, black resigned the game. So in this situation, let's go to this corner. Let's talk about this corner first. How you can make a ko. Here is a bonus life and death lesson for you. Black and hane and tiger's mouse. If white hanes here, this stone is now weak. White has to connect tiger's mouth, whatever. They're the same. Descent, tiger's mouth, connect is the same thing. Black can make one eye over here and another eye over here. In the actual game, exchange this move is still fine, but then black still has to hane here and make a tiger's mouth. But after this, the position is still pretty even. The position is still fine and completely fine to play. White slightly winning because this group died and I have a lot of sickness and potential. But with the proper play, this game can still go on for a pretty long time. Instead of invading straight away, and to reduce the territory, you need to find some direction. You need to find a way either to connect this way, connect this way, or aim at a weakness from white stones. But if you can't find anything, or can't find any of direction or any weakness from white stones, you can just reduce from the top. If I answer, you keep pressing. You can keep pressing white and turn white's influence into your own influence. Or here you can also do a one space jump, and now with these 2 stones in the center, black has some influence towards the center. Black can build territory later. If white cuts off your escape path, then you can still jump towards the center. You have a direction of play. Whereas if you just in the actual game, where black invaded straight away, after white seals black in, black had no direction whatsoever. The 8Q has lost its ability to breathe in my house, and after that, after sealed black in and closed all the doors and windows, that's where black suffocated and died in my territory. That's why when you are invading and your opponent is extremely thick and solid, it is a better idea to do a reduction. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You are already stronger and different from the rest. Most double-digit Q players ask one question: where can I go? What should I do? But real strength starts when you ask the question, where should I not go and why? You don't get stronger from simply memorizing Josie keys. You get stronger by feeling the flow, understanding direction, and feeling the right timing of your moves. If you attack too early, you might make your opponent strong and you might die. Defend too slow, you lose an advantage because your opponent has already entered your weaknesses and your territory. Timing and direction is knowing about when to wait and when to go for the push. Now we're going to talk about reading and calculation. You don't need to read 20 moves ahead at single digit Q or at 8Q level. You just need to consistently read 3 to 4 moves ahead. Not at one move, but consistently see 3 to 4 moves ahead at any given time in the game. Consistently do that, you will outplay most 5, 6, 7, or 8Q players throughout the entire game. But read every move you play, practice reading 3 to 4 moves ahead. It's going to train your consistency, your clarity, and it will build your confidence in your every move. Ask yourself this after every move. After I play here, what will my opponent play? And what is my best response to my opponent's move? That's how you train your reading and calculation ability. And that's how you get stronger. Getting stronger at Go requires you to adapt your thinking and change the way you think and see different scenarios on the boards. This is Go Genius. Subscribe because my goal is to make you become stronger. I'll see you in the next video.